Joining us now to talk more about the province's back-to-school plan is Education Minister Stephen Lecce. Minister, what is new in today's announcement that we didn't already know? Isn't this a re-announcement?
Well, in fact, much of the funding actually commences this September. We increased mental health funding by an additional $10 million to increase it at the highest level ever, 420% increase from the former Liberal government. We have announced a new tutoring program that, yes, started in the spring, but it really picks up in the fall with $175 million of investment. There is a new $25 million reading intervention program that commences this September that's designed to help ensure our youngest kids are on track when it comes to reading and writing. So we've actually invested a significant amount, including $304 million more for staffing for September and the coming school year, all designed to keep our kids in school in a full normal learning experience, which we know is really important.
You are in the middle of labor negotiations with teachers' unions. Where do things stand? Are you confident you're going to have the staffing levels in place if there is an outbreak?
Well, we've actually announced proactively a $304 million investment to hire roughly 3,000 more education assistants, more teachers, more ECEs. But really, this is all about reducing risk, but really just keeping these kids on track with respect to their academics, given the learning gaps that have emerged over the past 2 years. So we've invested significantly in staffing. We're maintaining a very high level of our custodial staff, which is an enhanced cleaning protocol. We're continuing rapid tests, continue to improve in ventilation, free PPE. All of this, supported by the Chief Medical Officer of Health, really helps us achieve our objective. Part of Ontario's plan to catch up, first pillar, is a plan to get these kids on track, in class, on time, without disruption. Mm-hmm. Nothing matters more for the physical and mental health of children, and I want families to know that the Premier and our government will stand up for families to ensure your kids get back to school and they stay in school.
I want to ask you about the national $10 a day childcare program. Your government promised that parents would get their rebates by May, and it is now the end of July. So what's the delay? When can all eligible parents expect to receive their money?
Yeah, well, first off, it was possible that operators could have enrolled immediately, and then the savings could have, trickled down to families in the spring. It all comes down to when operators want to make the decision to enroll. It's now with them to make that decision. We have unveiled a program that actually allows every operator, for-profit and non-profit, to sign on. First principle. The federal Liberals did not want us to include for-profit childcare. We fought for them. We wanted every parent to have that choice to receive that savings. Now that the operators are making their decisions, in some parts of Ontario, we actually have families who have received that 25% on average reduction. My goal is to encourage as many operators as possible to sign up, get in the program, deliver the funding to families, and get those savings to moms and dads and to Ontario parents and guardians. That's very important at a time of an increasing cost to living. And so the Ford government announced a program that actually cuts on average 50% by Christmas. And we're on track to do that. Of course, now we're waiting for operators to make their decisions, and we'll move quickly to get those dollars in the pockets of parents. I
want to pick up on what you just said, because some daycare operators are saying that parents, telling parents they still don't know what they're signing up for with that new deal. Why is there so much confusion so late in the game?
Well, first off, every province that has significantly changed childcare have had some challenges, right? Like, this is not unique in Ontario. We are fundamentally changing the way childcare is delivered. And as we've seen, 9 provinces before us, they had these challenges as well. What we're doing in Ontario differently is we're working closely with childcare operators to fix some of the problems that are largely borne by the municipal governments who deliver childcare. We provide funding to municipalities. They deliver the program. What I'm trying to do is create some standardization, because what I hear from many operators is, look, in York versus in Halton versus in Hamilton, slightly different interpretations. And so what we're doing in the province is saying to municipalities, let's get on the same page, provide some leadership, and really help incentivize participation in this program so that we can save families money. We can make childcare affordable. We're talking about on average $4,000 to $6,000 this year once it is received. What I want parents to know is if their operator decides, let's say on August 29th, the day before the program, that the deadline to enroll, they are going to get their savings retroactive to April 1. They're going to receive the full benefit. Even if they waited a little longer to make the decision, they're going to get the full savings from April 1 retroactive.
Okay.
25% upfront, 50% on average by Christmas. So I appreciate everyone wants these savings, and in the government, at least provincially, we're moving mountains to get them into the hands of parents where they belong. And we're very grateful that finally we can deliver a savings to family. Look, when we came into power about 4 years ago, childcare rose by about 400% of the former Liberals. So there's a real problem. Affordability and access is a challenge right across Ontario. And I just want families to know we're working constructively with the federal government and municipal governments to get the dollars in your pockets.
Thank you so much, Minister. We have to say goodbye. That is Education Minister Stephen Lecce. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.